Good morning, everybody. Hopefully everybody's doing wonderful, guys. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you've already been subscribed, welcome back. And if you just clicked on this video, consider subscribing and hit that like button. But today, yeah, I finally made it to my destination, and I'm actually about to get ready to unload. Just here waiting actually to be called in. Just haven't been called in yet. And we had something that happened, a little issue that happened to us along the way, which was nothing major. But what happened was that we, if you look at that placard up there, it's missing half of the placard. So that is a big DOT violation. You got to have all 4 placards on all 4 corners. So what we're about to do right now, and I don't have an extra. That's the bad thing. So what we're about to do right now is just make one up. We're going to cut one up, put it all together, and get out the way. These people don't run me over. And we're going to have to just create one ourselves. I already had to do that on the other side. Let me come around here and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. I already had to do this on the other side because when I picked up the trailer, it actually didn't have this placard on there. So this one is one that I kind of homemade as well. This one right here, not kind of, I did homemade it. And so we're gonna go ahead and put one together real quick before we hit the road, because we are under the 72-hour DOT inspection. Well, when you guys see this video, that will all have been already in the past, but we're not trying to find I know content, I want to make content, and you guys love controversial content, but I don't want to get in trouble. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's get in the truck, and we'll put this put this placard together real quick. Just a bunch of pieces, glue, and a bunch of tape. So let's do that. All right, guys. So made it back into the truck. I ain't blocking nobody. All right, guys. So we made it back into the truck, and let's go ahead and get this thing started. Like I said, I don't have that particular placard, so we're gonna use. Let's see which one we're gonna use here. We might just use this one here. Yeah, we might just use this one here. We're not gonna have to do too much cutting. It's just not as good shape, but we're just gonna have to put a lot of tape on it. And I really don't like these particular type of placards that are just cardboard, because going down the road, and especially if it starts raining, it's gonna start falling apart. So it's kind of all that I have to deal with. I mean, that's all I have right now. So it's gonna have to work. But yeah, so we're just gonna we have 2 of them. So we're gonna see which one's the best out of the 2, and then we're just gonna put it together and see how it comes out. All right, guys, so let's get the show on the road here. We're gonna have to make up a number because we are I don't have the 7. So, which is cool though, because we have most of it here. I thought I was gonna have to cut up some more stuff, but actually no. So I'm gonna end up using this placard here, which is not the most ideal placard because it's made out of cardboard. I really don't like these placards because going down the road, they end up if it starts raining or whatever, they end up falling apart, and you're gonna have to figure out a way to make another one. But we're gonna tape it up really good and put some glue on it. Shout out to my cousin Ruben, who hooked me up with this glue that is amazing for this application. That's not what it's for. It's for it's like some adhesive for like tiling or something, floor tile or something like that. But it works perfect for this exact application. So shout out to my cousin Ruben for hooking me up with this. Appreciate you, cuz. But so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna have to cut a blank. So I'll just cut out a white piece of this here, and then I have a permanent marker, which is I ended up getting one of the thick permanent markers, and that one actually can we can make the number. It's not gonna be pretty, but as long as it's there and it works, that's all that matters, right? As long as the message gets sent out what needs to be done, that's all that matters. So we're gonna use the glue. Of course, we're going to use the glue. We're going to use our handy dandy tape that is always very important to have. And we're going to have to Gemini G7 is going to be upset at me. Shout out to Gemini G7. If you haven't checked out his channel, go check out his channel. Link will be down below. But I misplaced the knife that he gave me. I think it's in my vehicle at home, 2,300 miles away from here. So yeah, it's not helping me over there. And this would be that's the perfect tool. That Leatherman tool is the perfect tool for this type of job, because it has the knife and it has the scissors and all that stuff. But as of right now, we're just going to use my trusty little knife here that I've had for quite a few years, and it's still still pretty sharp. It's a what is this? A K-Bar. It's a K-Bar brand. The little knife right here. Been a very good knife, and it's kept its sharpness pretty good for quite a few years. But yeah, let me put this thing together, guys, and then I'll show you what it's going to look like at the end. But yeah, we're gonna have to use this. I have two of these placards, but we're gonna have to use this one here. This one's in a little worse of shape, but we might have to use it in the future, so we're still going to keep up with it. And but these are the numbers that I really need. The only difference is I need the 7 at the end. So cool. So let's get that started. We're going to put our cutting board on here. And there you have it. This is the one we're going to use. Get rid of our cutting board and our knife. And here we go. So we're just going to put that right there and create a 7. So this is our permanent marker that I use. Big old fat marker. Let's get this right the first time. Ooh, that's ugly. That's ugly. Alright guys, so that ain't the prettiest thing in the world, but that's good enough. It'll work. Dry off a little bit. Then we'll just place her right there and we're good. We're golden. That's not pretty at all. We're gonna grab us a little bit of this glue right here. Make sure all your windows are open. Ventilation. Spray a little bit here. Alright, we got that on there. I could have just turned that into a 7, right? I'm such a dope. I'm such a dingleberry, I swear. But we already made this one, so let's just use what we got. Use what we've made here. Alright, so that's on there, and it's already on there. Man, that stuff is good, man. That stuff's really good. Alright, so just to make sure that that doesn't come off, we'll go ahead and put our tape on here. Boy, I'm such a dingleberry. Why didn't I try to make that 1 into a 7? getting caught up into the what I'm talking about here, and then I didn't pay attention to that. Oh well, it happens. It's gonna be everything's gonna be all right. All right, let's just put that. Might as well just do the whole thing. Do the whole thing to protect the. Where's my knife? I'm just gonna do the whole thing, just to make sure that this thing doesn't. It's still gonna fall apart if it starts raining, but to help it out a little bit. I know this is a little extra, but whatever. We're extra sometimes. And a waste of tape, I'll tell you. So we're just going to grab this and just fold it all back. Fold it onto the back. It's not pretty, but it will work. And let's just go ahead and work the rest of it. Do the rest of it here right quick. Something I don't like about this type of tape, man. You can never find the ends. What are you? Oh man. Okay, let's continue with this. Alright, there we go. We have our placard. Turn this around as well. Get the tape to come over. And there you go. Now we have a laminated placard to put out there. It's not perfect, but it will do the job. And we're going to go back out there and we're going to spray the side of the trailer with this, and we should be good. So pretty quick. I mean, I'd always heard that having extra placards was illegal, but I figured out that it's I found out that it's actually not. It was, I don't know, it was at Martin Transport. We had like a safety meeting, and I remember them saying that we're not allowed to be having these extra placards in case of an accident, that they get spread out and they can think that it's a different material. I don't know. I don't really know the exact law to it, but I've asked a bunch of other people, and you guys commented one time that I talked about this, and you guys say that you carry a bunch of them with you yourself, so I have a bunch of them with me, and for this reason perfect. You know, you can make up your own with a little bit of tape and this fat Sharpie right here. But this right here is the king right here. This is the one that's gonna, because I put that on there. Good luck on the guys that are taking this thing off, because I put that on there the other day, and it yeah, it looks like it ain't coming off that easy. So let's get back out there, guys, and place this placard, clean all this mess up, and we should be compliant. We should be good to go. Alright guys, so obviously I can't reach up there and take that one off, but we're just gonna place it over here away from all the other markings. Just gonna clean up a spot real quick. Alright, spray us some of this first. Now we got the spot. Put a little bit on the back. Ooh, I'm gonna get that on my glasses. I don't want that. The corners are the most important thing about this stuff. Alright, so we're just gonna place it right here. And there it is. Not pretty, but functional. And now we're gonna spray the edges to make sure it doesn't come up. And there you go. We're legal. Let that dry. Doesn't take long to dry either. And then after it dries up, then we'll throw some tape also on all the corners to make sure that it's gonna. Man, this stuff's on here. This thing ain't going nowhere. This thing's not going anywhere. And if it does, like I said, if it does, we got the backup. Yeah, this is the thing that we have to deal with as hazmat drivers. We have to make sure that all this stuff is on here and added to just the regular trucking thing that most of us deal with. We have to add all this hazmat stuff, hazmat routes and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, I chose this path, so I'm good with it. But yeah, so cool. We're gonna get unloaded and hit the road. We might go back a different route. We might go back a scenic route and not through Portland and all that stuff. We might just end up going through the middle of Oregon and then down through Arizona and all that stuff. So stay tuned for that. We might take a different path that way, but right now what's important is to get offloaded, and what's more important is that we got this taken care of. So let's get that done. Man, guys, I have a feeling that I'm not going to get much accomplished today. Not today, during the day. Because when you see stuff like this, how can you not take the time to stop? I don't even know where the heck I'm at. I know I'm on Highway 58. In Oregon. There's hot chocolate over there chilling. But it's just absolutely gorgeous. I don't know, I guess so we go back to that same thing that I always say, that if what we don't have is what we want. And I just love this though. Beautiful lake. The middle of a valley right here, the beautiful mountains in the background, and the water, guys, if you guys can see that, the water is pretty darn clear. Unlike in Texas, where most of our waters are a little muddy looking. So, and we just got us a group of bikers in the background. That's what's up. Stopping to check stuff out too. But yeah, so I had to stop real quick. I'm gonna continue, get back on the road, and there's supposedly another lake up ahead somewhere where I might be doing a little bit of drone footage. I'm not gonna do it here because there's a dam real close, and you're not supposed to be flying drones near to dams. But it's all good. We'll put it up here in a little while. Ooh, I hope I don't fall right here, bust my butt. Check this out, guys. There's a they're not using it anymore, but it's a covered bridge over there. Right there. Really cool. But anyways, let's get back on the road. Yes, yes. Thank you, Lord, for having me right here, right now, next to this beautiful river, creek, whatever you want to call it. Wow. Whew. I don't know about you guys, but You might want to call me soft or whatever, but I get emotional in places like this just to sit here and think about all of God's creation, everything that He puts together for us, and that our busy lives won't even have, we don't even take the chance to stop and appreciate this. I'm a truck driver. I'm parked in a safe place, and I stopped to see this, to see God's creation, what God's given us, and just to sit here and feel the energy of this water. Think about that, guys, when you're out here traveling this country as truck drivers or in your regular cars. It takes 5 minutes to stop and see something like this. Don't just look out the window and see what you see out of a window, because you might as well be sitting in front of your TV on the couch. Get off! Look at this stuff. It's gorgeous. And I bet you this water is cool, but this big boy can't quite make it down there, which is breaking my heart. But I'm gonna find a place somewhere here where I can touch this water, for sure. With that being said, guys, thank you guys again for joining me one more time, guys. Don't forget to be kind to one another. Help anybody needs help. Anybody contemplating suicide, 1-800-273-8255. Military men and women, thank you so much for your service. And from here, the middle of I don't know where, Oregon, next to this beautiful creek or river that God provided me to stop and look at. Love you guys. Peace. I'm out of here.